Good evening and welcome to the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of Tuesday, October the 26th, and it is now 6 p.m. We'll call this meeting to order. But before we start, I would like to have a motion from the floor here from my fellow commissioners to allow Commissioner Thomas to participate via telephone.
Okay. I make a motion that Chairperson Thomas get to be a part of this meeting through the telephone.
Commissioner Smith, I second the motion.
Board Member Smith?
Yes.
Board Member Bennett?
Yes.
Board Member Vega?
Yes.
Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
And Board Member Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioner. Everything all right out there?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, good.
All right. Since that's taken care of, do we have any conflict of interest? Seeing none, I need a motion to approve the minutes of last meeting.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Commissioner Smith, I second the motion.
Board Member Smith?
Yes.
Board Member Bennett?
Yes.
Board Member Vega?
I abstain. I wasn't here.
Thank you. Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
Board Member Thomas?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. There are no postponements. Is there anybody here from the public who wishes to speak on anything this evening that is not on the agenda? All right. Seeing none, we can move to the consent agenda. Is there any item on the consent that anybody wishes to pull? All right, can I have a motion then to approve the consent agenda?
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I second.
Board Member Smith?
Yes.
Board Member Bennett?
Yes.
Board Member Vega?
Yes.
Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
Board Member Thomas?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, there is no old business. So let's move to new business. There is one item on the agenda that before we get a presentation from staff, I would like to remind, and I'm sure everybody on the commission remembers, that we have been presented this item before at a previous meeting. And unless there is any questions from the commission, or if there's anybody who has an objection or wishes to speak on this matter from the floor, perhaps Vincent can just give us a quick summary, and then we can go ahead and continue on this item.
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, Vincent Benegas, interim planner. I'll be short and brief. This is basically a continuation of a previous case you heard back in May. The map that is shown on screen right now identifies the collection of property that is now under condo arrangement that had to be pulled when these other properties were heard for rezoning purposes. If you recall, it was R4 in essence to O2 rezoning that took place back in May. And this one had to reconfigure some of the issues that were brought forward and also go under condo arrangement. But it is now back, and it too seeks a rezoning from R4 to O2. And for the very same reasons as what was illustrated and discussed for the other properties. And that is basically you have non-residential uses exceeding 35% of the building's square footage, and businesses in excess of 1,500 square feet in size occupying those buildings. So because of those present day circumstances in the R4 zone, it's not allowed. So we had to seek a zoning designation that brought the property into compliance. And so this is very similar to what you heard previously. So I can go into greater detail if you'd like, Mr. Chairman, or just let me know.
All right, first, are there any questions or discussion from the commissioners? Seeing none, is there anybody from the public who wishes to speak? In that case, could I have a vote on item 1 under new business, please? To approve?
I'd like to make a motion to approve item number 1.
Commissioner Smith, I second the motion.
Board Member Smith? Oop. Your microphone's not on, sir. Thank you.
I vote yes to approve based on staff recommendation, and also it meets the, it complies with the Elevate Las Cruces Comprehensive Plan.
Thank you. Board Member Bennett?
I vote yes based on staff recommendation.
Board Member Vega?
I also vote yes based on staff recommendation.
Board Member Gordon?
I vote yes based on staff recommendations, Elevate Las Cruces, and my site visit.
Board Member Thomas?
I vote yes based on staff recommendation and Elevate Las Cruces, and this property's in my neighborhood, and I'm happy to see it come forward.
Thank you.
All right, that passes 5-0 with 2 commissioners absent. All right, then we move on. Are there any staff announcements? I'm sorry, are there any commissioner comments? Anybody have anything to say? I'd like to just add, perhaps everybody should remember before next Tuesday to vote for your candidate of choice. And if you haven't gotten your shots, I think that would be a good idea for you to protect yourself and everyone else. If you've had your shots, try to get your booster, my opinion. Any staff announcements? Catherine?
Mr. Chair, members of the commission, do want to remind people that the holidays are coming up, and we do still have our November and December meetings on the calendar, but want to sort of give a heads up so that people can think about their travel plans, whether or not they might be present for those meetings in case we do have to cancel. So the November meeting, I'm looking at my calendar here, looks like it will be on the 23rd. That is the week of Thanksgiving. In December, the meeting actually falls on the 28th, which is after Christmas. So if you all could be cognizant of that, and then perhaps email me or David to let us know whether or not you will or will not be present at those meetings.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other announcements? In that case, I get a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I second.
Board Member Smith?
Yes.
Board Member Bennett?
Yes.
Board Member Vega?
Yes.
Board Member Gordon?
Yes.
Board Member Thomas?
We are now adjourned. It is 6:09, and I think that might have beaten the record.
The shortest meeting ever.